All right, let's see it.
It's for your mouth. Let me know if you need a bigger piece.
So a handful of concerns here, including the fact that painter's tape is not going to be very effective. But the only time that the New Testament ever uses a word that could plausibly be rendered pastor is in Ephesians 4:11, which was likely not written by Paul, and doesn't mention qualifications. It just rattles off a list of offices in the church. So there's no part of the New Testament that actually says a woman cannot be a pastor. If someone wants to try to assert that, they're going to have to leverage passages from elsewhere. And really there are only two passages that they can leverage. And they have to leverage them over and against the genuine Pauline epistles, which recognize women in positions of ecclesiastical authority, up to and including apostle, which is what we see in Romans 16:7 with the reference to Junia as an apostle. And Junia is a woman's name. But the two passages are 1 Corinthians 14, verses 34 and 35, and 1 Timothy 2. And in these passages, we have these comments about women keeping silent in church and women not having authority over men. And neither of these passages was written by Paul. Both of these passages directly contradict many other parts of Paul's writings, and again, both of these passages contradict the references in the genuine Pauline epistles to women who held positions of ecclesiastical authority within the church. So we have to presuppose univocality and then give priority to these passages to overrule and marginalize and suppress all the other references to women holding ecclesiastical authority in order to then say, this also includes pastors, therefore women cannot be pastors. And in addition to the fact that that is a rather problematic attempt to negotiate with the biblical text and give priority to pseudepigraphic texts that are in the minority to overrule the genuine texts that are in the majority and that agree with the archaeological and the other textual data, because we know from inscriptions and from other histories that there were women who held positions of ecclesiastical authority within early Christianity, perhaps down into the 4th, 5th, or maybe even 6th centuries CE. So when people today argue that women cannot be pastors, this is just a defense of a contemporary patriarchal worldview, an attempt to structure power and values and boundaries over and against the interests of groups that have been historically marginalized and minoritized and oppressed, and in this case specifically women. So this is just poor right-wing authoritarian identity politics, and in this case this creator is carrying water for men who just want to have all the power. And it's unfortunate that this creator lives in a circumstance where they feel incentivized to carry that water on behalf of folks who want to see them have power taken away from them. They need to do better. And the fit for this video has been LeVar Burton says read banned books.